Look, man, if you owe me money, just pay it. Just pay my money. You know what I'm saying? It was a blackout in my neighborhood. First of all, Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. It was a blackout in my neighborhood today. So I missed a lot of the game. The power literally just came back on 4 minutes to go in the game. But I was heavy in the Flick Chat. Shout out to the Flick Chat community. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be selecting the winner from the Pick'em. I was following what was going on, but I couldn't see it. I feel like we lost. To be honestly, I feel like we lost. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with Carson Wentz in the first half of that game. 2 picks. No, the pick and the 2 fumbles. 3 turnovers in the first half of a football game gets you blown out. It gets you blown out. But then on the flip side, our defense was able to get 2 picks. 2 fumbles, a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? The defense saved Carson Wentz. The defense saved Carson Wentz, man. Carson Wentz looked bad. In the beginning of the third quarter, when he threw the other interception on our drive after halftime, I wanted Jalen Hurts to come into the game. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I wanted Jalen Hurts to come into the game. I feel like I saw enough, and I feel like, you know, we were continuing to go down the rabbit hole at that point. I feel like he showed us what he was going to give us tonight. I feel like he was just done for the day. He was off his game. You know what I'm saying? And if it was Bill Belichick, he would have been benched. He would have been benched. But the reason why he wasn't benched is because it was like a 2 or 3 point game and you're playing against Ben DiNucci. They left him in the game and gave him the opportunity to correct his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he did, man. You know what I mean? I believe after he hit Fulgham for the touchdown and Rager for the 2-point conversion, you know what I mean? I believe the meltdown was over after that. But the first half of that game was real ugly. He played terrible. He played terrible. I was disgusted. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed during the first half of that game. You know what I'm saying? We went out today with one objective, and that was to take care of business. Now, you got to understand something, man. Sometimes you get a win like this, where it's ugly, but you still win the game. You know what I'm saying? I expected us to win the game, but I expected Carson Wentz to look a whole lot better. Play calling by Doug Peterson is still very questionable. We got to say the same things every week. We're saying the same things, even after a win. Listen, if we go after this bye and we go play the Giants, we're getting blown out if we play the Giants like this. The Giants are better than the Dallas Cowboys. Daniel Jones could move the ball. DiNucci couldn't move the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's a 7th round pick for a reason. He couldn't move the ball. If we give Daniel Jones opportunities like that, we're going to be done for. We're going to be done for. You know what I'm saying? It was a win that I wanted, but it's like, who else can we beat now? Who else can we beat? I think we only could beat Dallas right now. I can't think of another team that I could circle on my pen with the way that we played that we could beat. I don't know. It was terrible the first half of that game. And then, you know what I'm saying, the second half really ain't looked, you know, Carson Wentz put together 2 good drives. And do we even have a kicker? Why the hell we keep going for it why we keep going for 2-point conversions? Do we have a kicker? You know what I'm saying? Do we have a kicker? Doug Peterson basically sacrificing Jalen Hurts on every second down on a QB keeper. Like everybody don't know what time it is when he get into the ball game. You know what I'm saying? Doug's inability to understand what's going on sometimes also has hurt this football team. To me, it's starting to look like Carson Wentz isn't a good fit for Doug, and Doug isn't a good fit for Carson Wentz. That's the only way I can put my finger on it, man. The only way I can put my finger on it. Because Carson Wentz need a coach who's going to tell him, like, listen, stop playing hero ball. Stop. When he threw the first interception to Diggs, he had a running lane. What are you doing? Just run the ball. Run the ball. Instead, you're going to do a jump ball to a guy in double coverage who ain't played since the Bengals game, I think. To Rager. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, technically it was a 14-point game. It was you know what I mean? It was a 2-touchdown win. But the defense scored. The defense scored for us. The defense helped put it out of reach for us, man. You know what I'm saying? If defensive touchdowns are very hard to come by. Very hard to come by. We needed a defensive touchdown to beat one of the worst teams in NFL history. Carson Wentz had 3 first-half fumbles to a trash defense. And Doug Peterson, man, messed up Boston Scott's career day. Boston Scott had 60 rushing yards in the first half. Boston Scott was supposed to eat. He was supposed to eat. He was supposed to eat. We got to stop being cute, man. We got to stop being so cute out there, dog. For real. Because at the end of the day, it's looking like that we hold the keys to our destiny if we want to represent the NFC East in the playoffs. We in the driver's seat of that right now. Will we want to go to the playoffs being a 5-win team? Who else do you, I don't got a lot of confidence in the rest of the schedule because of the play calling and just Carson Wentz having, this is like the second game where Carson Wentz had a complete meltdown. A complete meltdown. First game was against Washington. This is the second one. You can't afford meltdowns like this. Usually don't win the meltdowns with meltdowns like this. You don't. Lamar Jackson and Carson Wentz had basically identical games. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Both fumbles lost, I believe. Lamar Jackson lost because he was playing a good team. We won because we was playing a bad team. You're not going to win games like this all the time with stuff like this happening. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Doug Peterson refuses to do anything different. Slay is now hurt. Jason Peters is washed. TJ Edwards is so much better than Nathan Gary in a position. You see what I'm saying? We have no cornerbacks now. The end of that game we was getting thin. This team need to continue to get healthy, and they need to continue to put the people on the field that's producing. Seriously. Trade Alshon Jeffrey because Fulgham is the future. You got a couple more days to trade Alshon if you can pull it off. But this Philadelphia Eagles football team need to get it together, man. They really need to get it together. If you're not going to kick the ball with Elliott, go and get you a kicker. Go get you a kicker. I think that's part of the game plan right there. I think Doug is telling Carson, like, listen, we're not going to kick this field goal, so you kind of got to press to get some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these drives, when it was a 9-7 game, I believe, and all we needed was a field goal to go back up, we were in field goal range multiple times. But Carson Wentz forced the ball. You can't do that, bruh. It was just disgusting, man. I'll take the win, like I said. But Cowboys week, we supposed to put our foot on their neck properly, man. I'm not satisfied with this win, but I'm gonna take it because it ain't a loss. I'm not sad. This win feel worse than the tie to the Bengals. It was terrible, bro, to watch that first half and to watch just how bad this team could be at times. We're about to be laughed at for winning. Everybody expected Dallas to lose. But we were supposed to look better on the offensive side of the ball against a defense that bad. I'm worried about what's going to happen in the future this season because we play some teams that are much more competent and well coached. You know what I'm saying? Way better coached than the Dallas Cowboys. We gotta get this together. We gotta fix this immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got a high chance of being a playoff team. You don't want to go to the playoffs and lay down because of poor play. If we would have lost this game today, I would have called for the head coach. Listen, man, I'm telling you, bro. I would hate to say it because y'all know how I feel about Doug. But if you lose this one, man, you got to start evaluating your front office big time. And go get you a guy who could change some of the bad habits of Carson Wentz, or go get you another quarterback. Period. That's where I'm at with it, man. I'm disgusted. Let me know what you think in the comments.